A few days ago, when Joe Biden was giving up the reins of power and saying that he would not seek a second term, a lot of people were shocked and surprised because this is unprecedented. And there were a lot of people that were disappointed because Joe Biden had done a good job in the 4 years that he'd been there. Some even argued that he did better in 4 than a lot of presidents did in 8. And while a lot of supporters and non-supporters of President Biden were trying to figure out just how to deal with this, there was one person out there who was upset that they wasn't on TV as well. It wasn't long after that President Biden finished his speech that the Trump campaign put out this statement via X. Every single network that televised this campaign speech will be getting follow-up letters from our attorneys regarding equal time. Now, why would Donald Trump and his campaign put out a statement saying that they're going to request equal time to all the major networks after the president made a claim of not seeking another term to the nation, claiming that that address to the nation was a campaign speech? I'm not going to get into the laws of the FCC and equal time in 1972 and Nixon and campaign. I'm not going to get into that. What I will tell you is that Donald Trump is acting on the 48 laws of power. See, I told you. We're all acting under these laws. We just don't realize it until you actually read the book. Law number 6 states, court attention at all costs. Everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd then or buried in oblivion. Stand out. Be conspicuous at all costs. Make yourself a magnet of attention by appearing larger, more colorful, more mysterious than the bland and timid masses. So when you see people like a Don King or a Andrew Dice Clay or Muhammad Ali or even Strange, now we know Strange was strange. They just put that little thing over the E to make it more exotic, but we knew what it really meant, and she played the part for a reason. They would do things and have gimmicks to stand out. Don King had the wild hair and the Only in America flags and the many chains. Andrew Dice Clay had his biker New Jersey accent stick. And Muhammad Ali had his loud mouth and his braggadocio ways and his rhymes. They did that to draw attention to themselves, and for boxing it promoted sales. For Don King, he was a promoter. For Andrew Dice Clay, it was his comedy. It sold seats. Now there's a reversal to every law. Don King had to come through on his promotions. Muhammad Ali had to win. Andrew Dice Clay had to be funny. And you don't want the next man in the same world that you're in to steal your buzz, to steal your shine. That's why certain movies get pushed back. That's why certain albums get pushed back. Because if an album pops and is hot, you can't put your album out at that time because that's going to steal your buzz. That's going to steal your shine. And next thing you know, your album sales are not doing good. When the announcement was out, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was getting all this buzz, and then when Joe Biden actually went on TV and it was picked up by all the major networks, because every time a president does a nationwide address, he would do it in the White House in the Oval Office. And Fox, MSNBC, ABC, all the major networks picked it up. That took Donald Trump out of the news cycle for a couple of days, and he reacted the way that he did. And that one statement put him back in the news, even if it was a little. And for those of you who think I'm lying, he did it in 2017, 2022, and he's doing it now. What do you think?